All right, this is how this thing does. I am working on 1/2 inch plywood. So I put this in, and this right here, I don't know if you can see it, it actually says 1/2. This piece right here, not the tip, this piece, you want on 1/2. And also, you want to make sure that you have 1/2 here as well. So this goes down until you hit 1/2. Then this turns so you can get it to where whatever size you have, this will hold it in place. And then when you drill your hole, you want to come out and back in. Get the chips out of the way. Okay, the correct way is actually this way, because your screws are angled to go that way. But I'm not putting anything on this, but I like the way it looks this way. So I'm actually putting it together this way. And I know people will be looking in the video and say, oh, you did that wrong, you did that backwards. This doesn't have to be, it's sturdy this way, but it's almost twice as sturdy this way. But like I said, this isn't made for something to be drilled on it. You know, it's just there to get rid of the look of the wheel. Okay, I'm gonna show you a rookie mistake, which I knew better, but I got ahead of myself. When you're measuring something, you have to put in consideration of the width of your board. This is 1/2 inch plywood. So this is 1/2 inch off, because you have to calculate your board in your calculation. I knew better, but just showing you a rookie mistake. Now I'm gonna measure what I need to cut off. I hate when I do stuff like that. I'm clumsy, so I rounded off the edges. So if I'm reaching for something, it won't hurt as bad when I hit it. Nice and smooth. I really like the gel because it doesn't run. It's very easy to work with. Now, after waiting just a couple of minutes, you're going to take a rag and wipe it off. Okay, now work on something else while this dries, and then we're going to put a coat of poly on it. Instead of getting the 12 gauge 3, it's easier just to go ahead and get you an extension cord and then leave this end on it, because you can plug it up to the inverter and then just cut this end off and put it on whatever you're using it for. See, I want to show you something. This is 12 gauge and it's 25 foot, 20 amps. But when you go 100 foot, you lose 5 amps. Getting a late start as usual. It's hard to keep turning people down on the weekends to do things. This is the adhesive that you get. Do not buy it on Amazon. It is like twice as much. Try your local Home Depot. I got the last 3 cans, and I'm going to go to another Home Depot if I need another one. Several insulations out there for you to choose from. I chose the 3mm Thinsulate because it's water resistant. It doesn't hold the moisture, so it won't mold, and it will not hold a flame as well. Little pricey, $410 for 40 foot, but it's also like a sound barrier. I don't think you'll regret getting it. Now that is a unique screw. It's like a star. See, this little nifty thing might come in handy when I'm putting the wall up. It's a clip they stuck in there, and it's ribbed for a screw. I mean, this stuff looks like little spider webs. Ooh, I can already tell I'm gonna need more because I'm pretty generous with putting it on there. You're supposed to wait a couple of minutes and see if it's tacky before you put it on there. My way of thinking was to cover everything white, but I'm gonna have to cut this back where I can put my board, and then try to shove insulation down in these holes as much as possible, because I can't cover this up right here. My boards won't be nice and flat. Starting to look good though. I go up as far as I can go and over as far as I can go, and I also have the sides taped good or glued. Change my mind again. Instead of using the 1x3s, these are like really sturdy, I'm gonna do this again with the plywood 1x3s, because when you stick it up here, the plywood would actually bend, but the other board won't. And you know what? This is no way going to be a one-person job. Somebody has to sit and force this up while you screw it. Still getting stuff for the van. This board is going to be cut 16, exactly 16. So if you want it to be snug, put in consideration the thickness of your saw. I know that looks like rust, but it's sawdust. Look at this fit. This is when you switch your screws. Don't waste your cutting screws for your metal. Use wood screws. Let me show you another mistake, which I'm sure there's going to be several more afterwards. See the way the end of this is, and you need this long bit to get them inside of the pocket. So you actually can't use these. I mean, I'll use these on wood on something, but you actually need a screw that is a star. That actually will not work. The X won't work. It has to be more like a square. Lesson learned. These actually belong to a friend that loaned me the kit, so I'll use these and then buy him a bigger box. Thank goodness he had these with the kit. I tell you, nothing says solo van conversion like a single freaking person seriously doing a solo van conversion. It's so difficult. Right, here's where I tried to screw in this board, and I can't hold it and screw it because I have to use all of my might to hold the drill. Oh, but I'll get it. So this is how I'm doing it. I screwed the screw in because I knew exactly where it needed to be. Now I'll take this screw out and then go ahead and put the board up. Okay, I really don't need the board to go all the way up anyway, because instead of having the board run from here to there, it's going to run across. So I can utilize this dead space right here. I mean, that could be like a 5-inch shelf. Okay, I'm at a loss. Even cutting it down from 38 to 25, it's curved so bad. Obviously had a major brain fart. Duh. That's what the pocket holes are for. It doesn't matter that you have all that. I have seriously been up and down about the windows, yes or no, because of cold and hot. But I've actually decided I definitely want them. So I'm at a standstill on this side because I want to lay in bed and look out the window on the side. So I saved this so I could actually trace it, but it's useless because it's not going to work with my bed frame. I don't get too much done because all I do is figure. So I'm going to head out to Home Depot and get some more plywood. So the garage area is going to be plywood, but this up here is going to be shiplap. Seriously, the last piece, $70. Going to cut it. So 2 for me and 1 for my buddy. And this is going to be above the wheel well. Anybody want to guess how much this is? I have the receipt right here. The person that guesses right can have a $50 Home Depot card. Okay, temperature's dropping. Let's get this out and trace it over the wheel well. Sun's going down. While I'm thinking about it, Randy is the one that commented below for the tie downs, and Charlie got in touch with me for the strand of lights. I'm going to go ahead and measure this for the insulation, and then I'm going to call it a night. It's raining on and off, and I don't really want to shut the doors and inhale glue, so I'm going to go ahead and put some more sound deadening up. I mean, I have it. Might as well put it up. Look at all this I still have left. I mean, I really don't believe it works, but I paid for it, so I'm going to put as much as I can up around the bedroom. Not because any magic's going to happen, but because I'm a very light sleeper, so I will drown as much as I can on this side. That's enough for me. I have to leave this empty for the windows. There's 15 sheets left. If anybody wants it, just comment below that you want it. This insulation right here works way better as a sound deadener than this stuff does, I'm sure. So I don't need it. You must comment below if you want it. Don't try to get in contact with me. Just comment below you want it and I will send it to you. I actually like the way that wheel well turned out. I'm going to go ahead and do this one and then shut the doors. I can't do the glue with the doors shut. It's raining. I might come out and try to work on this board and get the bed rail thing set up. I'm going to go ahead and end the video now. So good luck on people winning the Home Depot card. With mistake number 3, I did not calculate the insulation in my tight fit. After getting everything lined up and the hose in, you cannot get your hand up there for the washer and the nut on that bolt. Unlike this side, you can reach up in there and get the washer and the bolt on. So they are not identical. So we'll just have to get the next hole up. So know that they are not identical sides. Okay, things to redo. That box, it's not high enough. And even though I like the color and the way it goes with everything, I don't like it's not an L. It's actually a window, not a floor piece of wood. Every time I get into this wing, it starts raining, so now I got to shut everything up.